They thought the golden child would walk away with everything that day. They were wrong. By the time the chancellor read the line, funded her entire education without a single dollar from home. My parents' faces went white as bone, and my sister dropped her phone. I'm Valeria Ortiz. Isabella was born 7 minutes before me. 7 minutes that apparently made her fragile and me unbreakable. Our family photos were magazine perfect. Colonial house, golden retriever, matching Easter dresses. But the camera never caught the way Dad's arm always curved around Isabella first. Or how Mom's kisses landed on her forehead and skimmed past mine like I was made of air. Childhood was a masterclass in hierarchy. At 10, I shattered my ankle skateboarding. Mom tossed me the car keys. Hospital's 10 minutes away, you'll drive yourself. Isabella got a paper cut that same week. Mom canceled her nail appointment and cried harder than Bella did. Christmas mornings? Isabella unwrapped the new MacBook. I got last year's model with a fresh coat of white paint and a bow stuck on top. Good as new, Mom beamed. I learned to smile before I learned to speak up. High school taught me silence pays better than screaming. While Isabella floated through cheer practice and beach trips on Dad's credit card, I stocked shelves at a 24-hour pharmacy from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., then dragged myself to AP Calculus. My classmates thought I was so mature. Isabella thought I was addicted to stress. We both got accepted to Northwestern. Same day. Same program, finance. That night I heard the verdict through the kitchen door. Isabella's sensitive, Mom whispered. She needs our support to shine. Dad sighed. Valeria's a fighter. She'll hustle. She always does. Fighter. Code for forgotten. Freshman year was a tale of two addresses. Isabella moved into a Lakeview high-rise suite paid for by monthly care packages. She posted sorority bid day photos in Lilly Pulitzer. I posted nothing. My camera roll was screenshots of bank balances and shift schedules. I cleaned lecture halls at 4 a.m., tutored rich kids who paid in cash, and still kept a 4.0. Isabella texted me once. You're always so busy, Val. Loosen up. Attached was a photo of her in Cabo, holding a drink that cost more than my weekly grocery budget. Then Dr. Patel found me asleep on a spreadsheet in the finance lab at 3 a.m. Instead of waking me, she left a post-it. Impressive error catching. Coffee tomorrow. That coffee turned into a paid research gig, then a recommendation that landed me an interview for the prestigious Hawthorne Leadership Grant, full ride, living stipend, and a guaranteed internship at their Chicago HQ. I applied in secret. Won in secret. Cashed the first check in secret. The awards gala was black tie. The invitation said, bring your loved ones. I RSVP'd for 4. The ballroom glittered like a jewelry box. I wore the only dress I owned that wasn't from a thrift store, borrowed, altered, perfect. My family arrived late, Isabella live-streaming her entrance, Mom fussing over Dad's cufflinks like this was Isabella's night. They saved the biggest award for last. The MC's voice boomed. This year's Hawthorne Leadership Grant goes to a student who financed 100% of her Northwestern education through grit, multiple jobs, and sheer refusal to quit. She arrived with nothing and leaves with everything. Valeria Ortiz. 5,000 people stood. The Jumbotron flashed my photo next to the words "No Family Financial Support." I walked the longest aisle of my life. Each step echoed. I didn't look at them until I reached the stage. Mom was crying, but not the happy kind. Dad looked like someone had punched him in the soul. Isabella's phone was forgotten in her lap, screen gone dark. The CEO draped the medal over my neck, solid gold. Heavier than every sleepless night combined. Into the mic he asked, anything you'd like to say, Valeria? I leaned in. Yes. Thank you to the parents who taught me I didn't need them. Turns out they were right. The applause thundered again. Afterward, recruiters circled like elegant sharks. One handed me a card. Hawthorne Global wants you in London. 6-figure start. Sign tomorrow, fly next week. My family waited by the dessert table, looking suddenly shabby in a room full of winners. Mom tried first. Me, Joe, we didn't know. You did. I cut in calm. You knew exactly what you were doing. Isabella's voice cracked. I thought you chose this. The jobs, the struggle. I thought you liked proving people wrong. I almost laughed. I did it because I had no choice. Tonight you learned the difference. Dad reached for me. I stepped back. Save it. I'm allergic to late apologies. I turned to the recruiter. London sounds perfect. That night I didn't go home with them. I took the train alone, metal in my lap, city lights blurring past like applause that finally belonged to me. They raised me to survive without them. I just took the lesson further than they ever imagined.